Then we're going to move on to 12.10, understanding the nature of the entity, and I'll first have a look again at the RAC micro version. And once again, the full detail of the document is provided. If you click the plus button on the left-hand side, and that'll open the full details, but from your working paper, it's these lines here. This is your documentation of the understanding the nature of the entity. Remembering again that we're sitting here in a RAC micro file. We've indicated that this is a very low risk client, so we are trying to give you a little bit of freedom in terms of completion of 12.10, but please again make sure that we are covering the relevant aspects that we should in 12.10 when you're documenting this. Going over to RAC large, and let's go and have a look at 12.10 in RAC large. And here you will see that there is a lot of detail being pulled in. But once again, please take note that we're putting in a lot of blue cells where information will roll forward into the next financial year once you've documented it completely. So please do go and document information properly in year one. Yes, it will take a little bit longer in year one, but you will have time savings in year two because you're not going to have to go and type out this information again. All right, what we also then add when we get to the larger side of clients is we go and put and give you a couple of possible risk factors to consider. It doesn't say you have to add these risk factors. These are risk factors for consideration. You can go and say yes or no, is it a business risk, or go and add your own. You can even overwrite what's sitting in these cells. You can type your own risks over these possible risk factors. But the important thing on this document, and I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom quickly, you can have a look that there are 36, in fact 41 questions on this working paper. But the point is document it completely to save you time next year. But these are things that we need to document in terms of the audit. If it's not applicable, go and document not applicable, because then next year it will pre-populate with not applicable for you as well. So it's just going to save you time going forward if you do things correctly this year. And once again, if you've documented not applicable, you've proven that you have considered it. Once you've put in some sort of professional judgment, it becomes a lot more difficult for a reviewer to say you're wrong. You've put professional judgment in place, you've marked it as not applicable, and move on from that point.